I'm talking about this. Oh, we live. But I didn't want everybody to see our refrigerator. Just hey, but you must have started.
Hi, I'm Robert.
And I'm Ronice, and
And
we're the
the Whitfields.
Whitfields. Hey. All right. So thank y'all for joining us tonight. It is Wednesday, April 15th, and Robert is only going to be with us for a short time of this live video. So make sure y'all hurry up and get in here, get in this live. Make sure you share this live. Make sure you like this live. And y'all can leave with Robert or y'all can stay here with me. All right. So y'all already know that I have my little script on my iPad. We ain't got it down perfect yet, so we're gonna be going from the script. And what you think? We might have made a mistake on this property because it's not really moving the way it's supposed to be moving, or we might be learning a very expensive lesson. But last time y'all saw me, I was talking about somebody come in, you tell them hi. Okay. Last time y'all saw me, I was talking about how somebody had put an offer in. We accepted the offer, and we ended up terminating that deal, and we had to put it back on the market. So that's where we are now. We are back on the market. And before I get into all the details, let's hear from Robert. All right. So, and I'm just going to say this, and I say this all the time. Robert has been very, very supportive of his wife. We are so opposite. Whereas I see something, I research, and I'm like, let's go. Let's jump off the cliff. I'm ready. I'm empowered. Like, I'm excited. But Robert, y'all saw his face just then. He's more like, that ain't gonna work. We good. The lights on, everything paid. Let's just stay solid. But thankful enough for me, I have a husband that when I'm jumping off the cliff, he like holding me back to make sure I don't fall. So he's very supportive in that way. But we still have different viewpoints on real estate. Oh, here's the first question. And of course, as always, be honest. When everything was going smooth, you were starting to believe in the real estate. I feel. Lord, watch his eyebrows. He talked with his eyebrows. But now that the house isn't selling, what are you thinking? Come on,
I think I don't think it's the house that's the problem. I think it's pretty much the market. Uh, People are nitpicking, uh, thinking that it's a new build. I would say that it's not a new build. This is a used house. So, of course, with new builds, you're going to want things the way you want them or how you want them. But with a
fixer upper,
fixer upper or a pre-owned home, it's pretty much as is. You can't really change designs or layouts in the home or anything like that. But I think it's just the market and the type of people that are coming through or seeing the property.
Do you believe in real estate, or are you like,
I
this ain't
believe in
gonna
it.
work?
I believe in it, but real estate takes time.
Okay.
It's a get in where you fit in type of I guess career or field, but it's a hit or miss type of field, definitely. But yeah, I
Okay.
believe in it.
So that was kind of my second question. Do you feel like this is just a setback, or does this confirm what you already thought, that we don't go out here, like we don't have the ability to be buying up houses and flipping and being landlords and stuff like that?
Now uh, I feel like this particular home right here is a setback. Like I said, pretty much it's in a pretty affluent area of the Dallas area. So people are gonna want to flock to that area, but once they notice that how the layout, all the bedrooms are upstairs, people tend to usually want to have a master downstairs. So, I mean, it's a setback, I feel.
Okay. So this was a question, but I don't think it's relevant. It was saying, what would you need to happen for you to fully believe in this again? But what I'm hearing you saying is you haven't lost hope. You just realize that this is just a little setback and you still like down. You still okay with
Yeah,
us doing another
yeah.
flip once this sells. You okay with moving forward with another one?
Whether it sells or if we hold it and rent it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I said before, the first time, I mean, if we hold it for 1 year, that's, we can start depreciating and writing off stuff. But I understand when you want to do the quick sale or whatever, but that's more. I'm more so when it comes to money, capital gains, how to save and, kind of beat that or whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
she's more into jump in, make the quick buck, or, sell in and out. But
Yeah.
if we hold it for a year, I feel like, we can write off that capital gains tax.
Okay. Okay, did you want to share anything else on your perspective of this experience or anything for like if a husband, like if a wife is trying to convince a husband to do it based on like what you know now, do you want to have anything to say to the husband? Or you know how our friends we met and the guy they were saying they was kind of scared to go for it? Like what you think can you what can you tell them?
Uh,
We didn't go over this question, y'all.
no. Uh, I think anything in life is you're gonna be hesitant about doing stuff at
Mm-hmm.
first, but once you get into it and the ball gets to rolling and everything, and it's gonna roll, it's gonna hit you fast. You're gonna start making draws here, draws there. Man, it's I mean, you would have to get into it to really get the full feel and effect from it.
Should they get into it, or should they just keep watching our journey and then decide after that? Or you say just
I
jump
mean,
into get into it?
watching our journey is, I would guess, seeing how it is. Like everything is not like how it is on HGTV or
Mhm.
whatever, where it goes to a commercial and next thing you know they sold it.
Right.
But
Okay.
yeah,
That's a
yeah,
good one.
yeah. So I would feel like keep watching us or watching her mostly. I'm in the background filming most of the time, but uh, keep watching the YouTube channel, the lives, seeing the process. Like I said, it's not something that happens within a week or two. Sometimes it takes 3 months, 4 months, or sometimes longer.
Mm-hmm.
But if there's something that you want to do as an additional source of income, I'll probably say yeah, yeah. Because doing Uber Eats and whatever else, Uber, DoorDash and stuff, hey, you burning money trying to make money. So hey,
And last question, and we didn't practice this either. How much you think they should save? How much do you think they should save up to kind of like go into it?
to get their first investment property,
Yeah, like how much before somebody want to at least try it to see if they like it, to be on the safe side, how much would you say somebody should save before they be like, all right, here, I'm about to try it?
I would say anywhere from 20 to 30,000. You
Okay.
got to have 20 to 30,000 cash.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, if you got that, then banks will probably, you can probably work something out with your lender or bank
Mm-hmm.
or whatever.
With heart money lender.
Yeah.
I say about 40. Now that we kind of did this one, I would say 40. Okay, guys. Thank y'all. Thank you, Robert, honey, for to my eye. And if y'all have any questions for Robert or y'all want to know more from his perspective, y'all can just leave comments here and we'll address them in another live. Thank you.
Bye.
Oh, I got to talk fast. Power battery going low. All right. So, yeah, that was his perspective. And so let's go into what has happened since us putting it back on the market. And like I said, if you see me looking down, looking at my notes. All right. Showings. We have been having showings. My mentor has been advertising. I have been advertising marketplace, Facebook. Um, I've also been following a lot of realtors that are in Texas, then going into their inbox and asking if they could look at the home, see if it aligns with their brand, and then inviting them to do content. I know that we had 3 realtors that actually did do content. 2 did content that was there on the very first open house when we right before we had accepted the offer, and then 1 did one after. So just really trying to put more eyes on it is what I've been doing. And here's the feedback that we've been getting, and I think Robert mentioned that as well. When we first got this house, we really was like, yes, yes. It's in Mansfield. That's number one. The price, we could like, what? We got this house for this price, and it only needs like $60,000 worth of work. Man, this gonna be awesome. And it have 5 bedrooms, and it's close to the highways, and it's in right by a middle school, a high school, like A rating, and everything still getting built up in Mansfield. Like, you can't go wrong. Wrong. What we did not think about, which now, of course, all the feedback keeps saying is that all 5 bedrooms are upstairs, and people want at least 1 bedroom downstairs with the full bath. And that is what, I guess, the price, the location, the size, not a lot of rehab needed, just really was just so like check, 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 that we didn't stop to think, well, y'all know that people ain't trying to walk upstairs the whole time. Y'all know y'all gonna need 1 bedroom downstairs, right? Like, we just did not consider that. And now it's coming back to kick us in the behind. And although everyone absolutely loves the house, like, we haven't had any realtor that has given us a complaint about the house. They love the floors. They love the colors. They love the fixtures, the details in the fixtures. They love everything. They love the size of the primary bedroom, and they love the bathrooms. They love the design, everything they love. But they do not love that all the rooms are upstairs. They love the price. The price was at $439,999. They love the price because I think it was back in March. I checked the median price, how much it costs to buy a home. It was $489,000, and ours was priced at $439,000. Since then, to try and say like, okay, how can we get the people in here a lot more to open up and find that family who doesn't mind all room upstairs, 2 full bathrooms upstairs? How can we do that? Well, we dropped the price. Y'all, the price is $429,999. And we're like, okay, we're going to see what the market says when we drop the price. And so we did that. And people have come. I just got off the phone with our mentor. We do have a showing for tomorrow of another family coming. And the reality is those 5 bedrooms being upstairs and no primary downstairs. Now, we did have somebody to come and say, the yard was too small. They would have wanted a larger backyard. Okay. We had somebody, and y'all have to go back and see the video. We had somebody who said they absolutely love the house, but the neighbor's grass was too high. And so you guys are still in our top 5, but yeah, we'll just circle back around. So I'm like, babe, y'all, that persnickety, my goodness, y'all, and I get it. Like, well, just go back and watch the video. When I heard that feedback, I literally drove out to the house the next day. I filmed our grass, the neighbor's grass, across the street grass. Heck, I went down the street and started from one corner and drove all the way to the other corner, filming people grass. I know them people was like, what is she doing? But go ahead, yeah, go back, watch that video so you can see how high the grass was. But yes, we're doing all that we can to make sure that we're getting the right families in there to see the home. Um, and also, we understand that we're on a timeline. Now, as you can guess, when we borrowed the money to buy this house and fix it up, we still have monthly payments to pay that hard money loan, right? And so that's why the flip needs the rehab of the house needs to go quickly and sell, because you do not want to continuously be paying monthly payments, because now that's taken away from any profit that you could potentially have. And so we're at a point now that, is it the price or is it all the rooms? Because we're like, okay, if we keep bringing the price down, but everyone's still saying the same thing, and we do not want to restructure the entire home and try to put a room downstairs, because the way the house is built, that doesn't pan out, or that's something that's able to be done for the amount of money. um like, what's next? And so, whereas we started out, we're gonna rent it, then we shifted to, we're gonna sell it. Literally, we are back at a point where we're like, hey, just so that we can get some income coming in, we might need to look back at renting this house. Now, let's see. Um, if we rent this house, we would take our hard money loan and we would switch over to something called a DSCR loan. Do not ask me what it stands for. I don't recall at this time. Google it. Google is your friend. They didn't pay me to say that. But we already can see, well, I can see, and I'm not no real estate agent. My mentor is, so she'll be able to officially look at what the rental rates are. But just on me going on Zillow and Redfin, man, the rent is not even going to cover what I think we will get for rent based on the market. It won't cover us doing like the DSCR loan, but it will stop us from paying the entire monthly payment. And so that's when you're like, was this a win? Was this a break even? Was this a we don't know. What we do know is my mentor does not want us to still be in the market June, July. Her goal for us actually is to not have to make a full payment for June 5th, which is already April 15th, y'all, which means we really have to make some tough decisions. So the next time that y'all see me, because I try to do one on the 15th and at the end of the month, the next time y'all see me, I truly, truly hope that an open house. I pray that, this family just come on and get it. Because if not, we're definitely going to make that May payment. But if not, I'm going to have to go back to looking at agencies. I really don't want to do Section 8. Looking at renting it to a family. Now, here's the good thing about renting. If we have to pivot back to renting, number one, we're not paying the full amount that we're paying now. All right. Number two, we'll be able to hold it for a year and try again. And maybe the market will be in a totally different place than it is now. Number three, we can avoid short-term capital gains. So if we sell this home before a year, there's going to be an additional tax that they take out of everything. Once everything's said and done, it's going to be an additional tax. But if we keep it over a year, like a year and a day or something like that, and then we sell it, we avoid the capital gains tax. And then I'm not an expert, but I think that we'll be able to also write more things off because we'll be spending more, making sure that we're keeping up with the home. So, yeah, there's a possibility that in June we'll be landlords. If not that, then I have a big smile on my face because I really want to build up my capital. I want to build up the money. We have some debt that I want to kind of get us out of before I start holding on to property. And even with that, my goal is to flip a few. And if we hold in, like pay off, I'm still learning. So some people say, don't waste your money and pay off the home because now you you have sunk your money into something that you could have used for another deal. But then some people say you don't want to own all these houses and be house rich and cash flow poor. So I'm more of the let's do enough to pay off our house. So at least we have one paid off and we banking the money. Another thing that I'm considering is to go back and start looking at agencies who might rent for a year. I found out today actually that one of the agencies that came to my home, their criteria was for the home to be in a city with public transportation, and I assumed that that was for all agencies. However, there are some agencies that they know what they're doing and they know how to schedule for rides and transportation and all of that. And so my job also from this day forward is to research and reach out to a lot more agencies to get some agencies out to the home, and maybe it will work for them if it doesn't sell. So that is all for this episode. Let me look at my notes to see if that is all. Yes, that is all. Oh, yes. And this is something else that I would like for you all to know. So, as we are investors, we can redo an entire home, which means is we're not limited to just buying a home. So I met a young lady, Jasmine, this previous weekend, and she has some work that needs to be done in her home, and she feels that the quotes she's been receiving have kind of been overly priced because she's a woman. And she said, well, you probably don't work with that because, y'all just buy the houses and fix them up. However, we can do that. And so because I have electricians, I have plumbers, roofers, like anything that deals with fixing a home, I have the capability of giving you a quote for your home. She also might have access to a couple other homes that she wants to rent out. But she was like, well, I'm not trying to sell them. Well, you don't have to sell them. But if you're trying to fix them up, you can still come to us and we can go out. We can give you a quote just like everyone else. So that leads me into if you are, I would say 20, we want to start close. We're still new, 20 to 25 miles um, away from Arlington, Texas, and you want a quote. We probably most likely going to be able to beat that quote and give you good quality. All right. Because we already know how those quotes are. All right. So if you need that, reach out to us. And of course, if you need, maybe you got a job somewhere else, you need to sell your house fast, maybe inherit it home, you don't want it, you want to sell it as is, reach out to us. All right. Thank y'all for joining. Bye.